I do want to commend True though. Recently, a couple of weeks ago, he hit 6K on the Korean ladder. I think now he's around like 6.2. I know his goal is 6.5. So he has been improving quite quickly, all things considered. Like, he hasn't been back that long from the Korean military. It's only been like 2 months. So a really rapid growth from our side of True. And we'll see how our Southeast Asian Zerg player does, because historically, ZvZ, it's not his best matchup.
Yeah, it is a tricky one indeed. And speaking of our Southeast Asian Zerg player, here he is spawning in the top left position on Berlingrad LE, playing for Alpha X, the player from India. Give it up for Demi.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Berlingrad LE, we have our South Korean Zerg player, Bang Tae-soo himself. He is the ex-military Zerg. It is True. Also, currently looking for a team.
Oh, I heard Cranky Ducklings might be hiring.
We've had the talks. And, True is a very expensive player.
True. Yeah, here we go. Looks like Demi. We see he's going for a pull first. Yeah, this actually was I believe it was a gas and then a pull. Do you think this is this is kind of a build to take the initiative, or do you think it's knowing True's reputation and build just to be a bit safer from Demi?
With the gas first, mate, is 100% to take the initiative. We'll see how far he goes, though, right? Because there's a couple of different avenues you can take with this. As you said, it could be relatively safe just to get link speed faster, or he can just not pull out of gas and even get into a very fast Baneling nest to keep up that aggression. So Demi's got some options, and so far, True hasn't seen or sniffed any of it out.
Yeah, that's right. Here we go. The fastest spawning pool. There we go. Link speed. He's only keeping 2 on gas. Not only do you you delay your natural, obviously, but not only does your pool finish faster, but that means your queen finishes faster. That means you can inject faster and you get faster kind of lava in that sense. But eventually, True's got 2 queens of his own. He's going to be able to, I guess, catch up in that regard. It's up in debate a lot, doesn't it? Pull first versus hatch first. But the one thing we know for sure is pull first has a lot more aggro potential.
It really does, especially with this earlier gas. And the fact that Demi didn't pull out, so he can throw down that Baneling nest if he so wishes. Meanwhile, a lot of it is also going to come down to his control. He's here across the map with a handful of lings. Doesn't get a drone, though. Does force True to be a little bit inefficient and, keep some extra drones or make some extra wave of lings. But yeah, Demi, he's making far more lings behind this.
Yeah, this is actually correct response for True. When you scout a pull first and you're going to hatch first yourself, you want to keep 3 drones on gas and you want to throw down that Baneling nest the moment your spawning pool. So the moment you have 50 gas. And we see Demi, he's going to go across the map soon enough, but you should be able to buy enough time with queens on the ramp to get some Banelings out of your own. And as we see, these lings are heading across right now.
Yeah, here we go again. It's Berlingrad, and what do we always say? Chase, it's the shortest rush. This is the map. All the lings are already here, and they're gonna get into the natural base. But as you said, there are lings in the main for True, ready to morph into Banelings.
That's right. There we go. Baneling morph there. 3 queens actually, and there's not actually all that many lings here from Demi. You see, he's droning behind this, but True doesn't know that he's actually making 20 Zerglings, and honestly, we see Demi's starting to pull ahead in the worker count now, but the problem is, True's going to have a lot more aggressive potential, and here he comes now, and we know True is a great aggressive player.
It's one of those things where we saw the turns table for Chappie all over the place, mate. Now True, he gets us around. Almost gets us around on those lings. The Banelings for Demi do come in. They do force True back for the time being, but as you said, True, he has his own Banelings here across the map as well.
Yeah, Demi does have 2 Banes, which saves him here, but Demi's only got 2 queens. These Banelings that True has is going to really put some pressure on our Indian Zerg player, and while this is going on, True's just droning back, and this is ZvZ, right? Ling Bane. If you're aggressive, you have room to drone. If you're being, aggressed upon, you have to make units to defend. But Demi feeling comfortable now, and he has a lair on the way.
He does have that lair, and yo, is Demi known for anything? Never mind. I was gonna say, if Demi is known for anything, it's his goddamn mutas, for good or for good or for bad, for better or for worse. But here he is throwing down that roach horn, so it doesn't seem like mutas are gonna be his end goal here.
Yeah, and this is where you kind of see you know, normally when you go for a roach warren, and you know you want to, I guess, play kind of stand or maybe fool your opponent, you put the roach warren at the front. Demi's kind of hiding it in his main base here, so he's not kind of showing his hand. Obviously, a couple of lings could run past, but we see True is going to try here with this Zergling, but his Baneling's probably going to put a stop to it. And True is going to be slightly in the dark here. Again, Evo at the back of the natural as well, so...
Yeah, exactly. Like, True doesn't see any tech. He doesn't see the lair. He actually doesn't confirm the gases. What he does confirm is the third base that's on the way, so at least he knows it's not a two-base play. He's trying to get lings into the natural. He's trying to get in, but he just can't.
Yeah, that's right. And here we go. Demi starts his roach speed. He's got 3 gases, but when you don't see what your opponent's doing, you know, it could look like 4 gases if you just see the 2 gases that are natural. So it could very well be muted. He hasn't seen any roaches yet. Demi now got a couple roaches popping now. It looks like True will now finally scout. Ooh, maybe not. Ooh, he will scout it, yes.
Yeah.
And he is going to turn around there. Like,
he doesn't get denied. He does get denied entry into the main, but he does spot the roaches coming out of the main base on that ramp. So now True is aware of the roach play coming his way, and thankfully for True, he already has his own roaches.
yeah, but we must keep in mind that True's lair is actually a lot later than Demi loves. So Demi taking that risk, taking the lair soon after, you know, just halting the aggression from True, and he's going to have a slight tech advantage for it. I'm curious to see if he throws down a second evolution chamber to go for a 2-1 push, or if he's just going to go for a +1 attack. It looks like that's what it's going to be like.
Yeah, it's very nicely lined up here, and as you were saying, there's a window here where Demi, he has roach speed, he has +1, he can just send it across the map and hopefully break his opponent. He has to be a little bit careful not to miss his timing though. Like, the longer he gives True, the higher chance True has of defending this push.
Yeah, that's right. And True actually comes in. He sees that there's no gas taken in the main base. We only have 3 gases here for Demi. This looks like it's going to be a 55. Oh no, 54. Oh wait, no, 42. Oh, 47.
What are you saying? What are you saying, Chase?
I was reading True's drone count, but that's the wrong player. But Demi actually not committing, and I'm not a fan of this. I feel like when you can make this many units on early, the least you can do is put some serious pressure on your opponent.
Yeah. Like, he saw the defenses at the third base of True, and he opted not to attack, and because of that, he missed out on a bunch of droning potential. He is transitioning into maybe even a +2 timing, which is okay, but again, it's less than ideal, and True is taking full advantage of this. He confirms that droning up is happening here at the third base, and he throws down his own Spire.
Yeah, and the smart thing about this too is True's been mining the gases at his third base for quite a while. So he's going for Spire. Demi is going to scout it now. The problem is Demi can't really capitalize on pushing here. He might try, but maybe poke, but as we said, you know, he needs to drone, he needs to catch up, because he's only at 53 drones at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. And like, again, he still has a decent roach army, and he's still making more roaches, don't get us wrong, so there is still a lot of power behind this push. But in a couple of moments, True is going to equalize in upgrades with +1, and he's also going for his own attack, actually.
Yeah, this is actually quite clever by True. He's actually moving out, maybe showing that the Spire was a fake. He's actually going for this roach push. Demi shouldn't take much damage to this, but it also gives him some breathing room as well to get his Mutalis out.
Yeah.
It kind of says, if you want to go across the map, I'm going to backstab you. Keep your eyes on my roach arm.
Yeah, exactly. You know, this is a big fake out here for True, keeping his attention on Demi's own side of the map. Meanwhile, bit of a bailing run by up. He gets in.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. They head towards the third.
Yeah, and True, while this is going on, True is taking some engagements here. It looks like Demi is holding quite well. And that's actually right before +2 for Demi finishes as well.
Yeah, True overextending a little bit there with his counterattack. He loses a lot of these roaches. Meanwhile, the mutas reveal themselves, and Demi knows he has to do something with these roaches, otherwise he never will. And he's just sending everything across the map.
Yeah, and here we see these roaches coming in for True now, but Demi's actually got some roaches. He's not fully committing here, and I think at the very least, True's going to lose his third base and take some economic damage.
Yeah, everything here at the third base is going to go down for True, but at the same time, True gets roaches in the natural and the main for Demi. Demi also going to sustain some losses, but at least Demi had some reinforcements at home.
Yeah, that's right. True. We're gonna get some damage done. The main thing here is how is Demi gonna deal with these mutas after all these
Yeah.
roaches get cleaned up? And we see drones galore being lost on the the little drone counter thing, but Demi's not actually engaging these roaches the main to effectively. There we go.
Yeah, finally they're all going to get cleaned up, but they get cleaned up on both sides. And as you were saying, quickly looking at the units, we have 18 mutas here for True. He's going to go for a counterattack. We have one spore in each base currently ready. The main is completely exposed, by the way, but True's about to rock up, and we'll see how good his muta micro is.
Yeah, that's it. Those Lings managed to pick off a queen, and this is what I was saying. Like the mutas, like once they're not the greatest at dealing with roaches, but once the roaches do get like cleaned up. Like roaches can't shoot mutas, right? So the count's just going to grow and grow and grow. And Demi, he's trying to buy time. He's going to take the serve base out again. But Light, I don't think he's going to be able to actually get a queen count or anything significant to hold this growing mutable.
Yeah, and the worrisome thing for me is that Demi, he's getting ready to try and counterattack with borrowed roaches. Tunneling clause is on the way. Demi doesn't have borrowed. I don't think he notices, so I don't know if you know this, Chase, but fun fact, you can get tunneling claws, but if you don't have borrowed, like, they do nothing.
Maybe it's a fake out, like it's a rope skin and goes, oh no, I gotta go home. But I think this muta cloud now is just way too potent.
Yeah.
Demi just taps out, doesn't no GG, and Drew's gonna take game number 1 of this semi-final.
GG. And I mean, it was pretty dynamic. It was pretty back and forth. Like, Demi was dealing his own damage, but unfortunately, he didn't have an answer for that massive muta cloud. Demi ending up on the other side of mutas, which is usually not what we see. Usually, we see him have that mutas, have those spires.
And it was kind of it was, I wouldn't say it's just kind of a standard game, you know, a bit of Ling Bane into the Roach, and then the Muta variant from True there, but it seems in this case, Muta's normally good if you stick on lower tech, and the way True was playing, you're going to force that economic damage, keep Demi in a position where he would either have to go Queen or just Mass Spore in total, and in the end, he managed to, keeping Demi, you know, off the Hydralis and off the, I guess, Infestors, he just managed to get enough mutas to pose such a significant threat.
Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, a little bit rough there, but hopefully we see something else. And obviously a lot of this also comes down to like certain aspects of that game where Demi, he had like certain timings with +1 that maybe he could have committed to. It's also difficult because he knows he's up against a player of the caliber of True, so there's also like a little bit of like that also kind of like chips away at your confidence when you're in a game like this. So maybe that's why like he didn't commit to it. He didn't want to throw it away. He has a lot of respect for his opponent, but yeah, GG.
Yeah, here we go. It looks like game number 2 is going to be on Hardwire. What do you think about this map, like? Because it's a good mech map. Does that translate it all into ZvZ?
Oh god, I like to think that you're gonna say that whenever we load into Hardwire. You're like, you know what, Light? It's a good map for mech. It's like, Chase, we're in a PvP.
It is.
Uh,
But yes, here we go. On the map that's good for mech, the Indian player from Alpha X spawning in the top right position. It is Alpha X's Demi.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Hardwire LE, we have the South Korean Zerg player currently up in this series. It's the ex-military Zerg. It is True.
Okay, so first things first, like, this is not Beckett.
It's not.
I used to always think this map was Beckett. Have you guys
What's wrong with you?
noticed? I'm not very good.
I will tell you one thing. Do you know who else thought that this map was Beckett? Yaku.
Kuro.
Yaku.
Oh yeah, I was close.
So that I know that I feel like that says a lot about like-minded individuals and what they think of this map. But
He's got a type when he goes for co-casters, but yeah, I actually had to scout the little repad jump up spot to confirm if it was Becca or not. So
shaking my head. It's shaking my head. It looks nothing. It's red. That's it. That's the only thing that's similar about the two maps.
it doesn't look like Beckett at all, except for the point that it's literally the same tile set as Beckett and the same spawns as Beckett.
Open your goddamn eyes.
Get up your high horse,
God damn.
I'm not dealing with this now.
Are you being serious right now?
I'm breaking up with you.
Oh god. It's not even in the map pool anymore.
Oh,
Why
man,
would you think it's Beckett if it's not in the map pool?
Oh my god, I thought they forgot to take it out. Okay, you win this round.
Oh god. But when it comes to ZvZ, obviously our eyes were on their openers. We did see that last game Demi was the aggressor. He went into this with a gas pool opening, but no! Chase, please! He's had enough. He was like, "This is Beckett, god damn it! This is where we are," and he has left the broadcast. Oh god. Hopefully everything's okay. He will rejoin me once things clear up. But again, hopefully everything's okay with Chase. For those who are wondering, Australia is actually having a little bit of oh my god, he's frozen. He's frozen in Discord. Australia has been having some issues, some almost natural disaster issues. There's been a lot of flooding going on. There's been a lot of heavy storms, even here in New South Wales, especially in Queensland. So hopefully everything is okay. Hopefully everything is okay with things here. As we are getting into game 1. Oh, sorry, game 2. So Chase, if he's able to fix everything, that he can rejoin me here in the Discord call, and I can always screen share. But again, hopefully everything is okay in the land of Victoria. That's where Chase is, as we get into this ZvZ. And what I was getting into was that, depending on the openers, that could kind of clue us in on who was going to be the aggressor here, but so far everything has been pretty standard from both sides, which makes a lot of sense. Demi, he had mixed or didn't really have success at all going for a gas first on Berlingrad, so he's not going to risk things here on Hardwire. As both players
indeed, light.
Oh, he's alive! He's alive! Chase, are you okay?
I didn't break up with you, but my internet broke up with me. But I'm back. Apologies. Do you want me to cast from your stream?
Oh my god, it's okay, Chase. It's okay. I'll screen share with you.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So good, so good.
I'll take the reins from you.
Is there like a storm going on outside, or like what's happening?
No, I'll tell you later.
Oh, did you knock out like the modem? Did like a cat like bite an internet cord? Like what happened?
I'll tell you later.
Oh god.
Meanwhile, we have different third. Oh my god, that's a lot of links.
So we have a link for Chase. Links are coming across the map to the third base of True, and Demi has so many links, but True has 4 Bailings being morphed in, but it's too late.
This is True, and it's kind of a weird position for True. Demi's going to get away, but he kind of exposed those queens, showing he really wanted to defend that third base. But yeah, this is now the ball's in True's court. Now he has to do something. Like,
I was gonna say that those queens were exposed, but it was a bait, as Demi just got baited into all those balls, but he denies the third base again.
That's wild. This is looking really good for Demi, and meanwhile this is going when he's droning back at home. He's got that extra lava from the third base. Going for Carapace here. What does this tell you, like?
Oh my god, I mean, with Carapace, of course, that will help him out in the Ling Bane wars, and that's exactly what we're seeing right now, is True is going across map with his own Ling Bane. He's got a lot of work to do. He has to try and maybe even kill the third, maybe get some economic damage. He needs to do something.
Yeah, that's right. He doesn't have to drone a third base, right? Because he doesn't have a third base at the moment. So he's just going to commit to trying to be aggressive, get something done to pull himself back into this game. But Demi's got some Banelings just waiting for him.
Oh my god, he does! And the Banelings will be able to connect here. True does trade pretty well against the Lings, but there's more than enough Banelings to push all this away. True doesn't get anywhere near that third.
Yeah, it looks like Demi's going to stabilize, but he's just massing Lings here. And I really like this because, as we know, when you're stuck on kind of two bases, Roach is kind of the way to go. You got less lava to work with, so you got to be a bit more lava efficient. But as we also know, +1 carapace negates the +1 attack from any Roaches, and Demi he can just kind of throw Lings at this third base until he just overwhelms it again.
Yeah, exactly. And unfortunately for True, he only has 2 Banelings that are being morphed in right now. He needs Banelings to hold on to this third, otherwise he's gonna lose it again. He's already lost it twice, and now, oh my god, even the Queens almost get surrounded.
He doesn't want to lose these Queens, they're so important. They do have some transfuse energy. The Baneling's finishing up. Looks like Demi will be able to push him back for the moment, but if we look at kind of like both players' production tabs, Demi's kind of teching out of this, where True is kind of stuck in a rut. Oh, this Bane's going to push in. No, they're going to back off. And this is the power of the Ling Bane player, right? Because you can threaten those counterattacks, but yeah, maybe lose a queen here or two.
Yeah, oh my god, True is so adventurous with his queens, always. But this time he keeps the queens alive and he's actually walking them across the map. True, he's going all in. He has not made a single drone since he lost that third base. He wants to go across the map and end the game with this Roach push.
Yeah, and you've got the Roaches kind of rallying. This queen maybe might get sniped. The drone's trying to help out. But, you know, True, he's not going to have any upgrades. He's not morphed any Ravagers. He's just in a very desperate position here.
Yeah, and to be fair, like, Demi has been droning up quite a bit. He does have 3 spines and they will finish up in time, but is it going to be enough here? The Queen gets focused down. Banelings are rolling on in. The reinforcing Roaches are coming out.
Yeah, we see more Roaches coming in here for True, and he has to kind of overwhelm these numbers with the Lings. He wants to get on top of those Roaches and keep his own ball while taking out his opponents. We see a lot of Lings just rallying across the map. He's all in, like, but it looks like Demi's Roach count is starting to look a little bit more comfortable, but more Roaches coming in and the Queens.
Yeah, it looks like everything here at the third base is going to go down, but does that even matter? Like, Demi just has to hold on to his drone count and his natural base, but the Ravagers and the Queens are rocking up!
The Queens and Transfuse is going down. And I can't see what's going on, but I think with these Lings coming back, Demi's being pushed back towards the Spine Crawler, and we have to keep in mind if he gets that third base, Demi's only on 2 base.
Yeah, exactly. The third base is about to fall. The Ravagers actually biled down that Spine, and True is breaking forward.
Here we go, Ravagers coming to the natural now. He has to be careful, his eggs could be biled. Demi's scrambling for units, he's trying, he's got a higher drone count if he can just hold on, but True looks like he's going to be going for the kill here. Like, it looks like he's just got too much.
Somehow, someway, True lost his third base twice, but it didn't even matter. He was going for an all-in. He had a plan B, and GG gets called. True takes the series.
Damn. That's wild. Was that a 2-0?
That was a 2-0.
That's a 2-0. Oh boy, I'm back just in time. Did you have like the countdown that goes from 60, or does it just drop me?
It went from 60. Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
It's all good.
I'm back now. True versus Chance in the finals. Solid performance from True. 2-0. Yeah, I can't say much about the second game.
What are you talking about? You saw it all. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I kind of did.
Oh, good.
But yeah, here we go. A bit of Korea versus Korea action. Zerg versus Protoss, and I have to ask you, like, have we seen any ZvZ today?
Unfortunately, I believe Hon Mono was the only Terran player, so a bit of a feels bad, man. He got knocked out earlier today. We did have some Terran representation, but again, not on stream. But before we get to the grand finals, Chase, it is that time of the week.